If you'd like to add the expressions or the formulas for computing either the payment that you'll be making on a loan or say the amount of money that you want to be putting away to build up a nest egg for retirement, you want to embed those expressions in your Chapter 4 Finances project so that it looks really crisp like the images that you see in MathBook. You can use the equation editor in Microsoft Word. So this little video is going to show you how to create those little equation editors, um, text, and put them into your Word document. And I can also show you how you can modify them from the original formula to put values in for one of your computations to justify several values that you'll then put in a table later. So you have to click the Insert button in Microsoft Word. And once you click the Insert button, you have to hover all the way over here in the ribbon to the top where you'll see a pi symbol next to the word equation. And you have to double click that. When you do so, it opens a text box here. And the text box is pretty small. If you do go home, you can crank that size of that up so it'll be easier for you to see it. And then you just have to make sure you still have that editor. So if you click Insert, Equation, that text box, all the features that are in the equation editor will show back up again. So I'm going to click in there and I'm going to start typing capital PMT. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to write the formula for the payment. So I put payment and then a space and the equal sign and a space. And if you remember, this expression involves a big fraction with fractions inside it. So every time I need a fraction, I'm going to have to go to the fraction key and the fraction. And so tap in the numerator. And if you remember, the expression is P for the principal. I'm going to put a space and an asterisk for multiplication, another space, and in parentheses, another fraction. So I'll click fraction and select the fraction key again. Sometimes it takes a little while for it to show up. And I'll click in the numerator APR and then just use my mouse, or I can cursor down and put the n, and then come over here and cursor to the right to get out of the denominator in order to end the parenthesis. I'm going to click on the denominator, and if you remember, this expression has some nested parentheses, so I'm going to open with a bracket and put a space, and 1 minus the quantity, which I'm going to put another set of parentheses, the APR, which means an over n, which means another fraction. So I need to tab up to the numerator of that fraction in the denominator or use my mouse, and then I can cursor down or use my mouse to get to the bottom. And if you remember, the exponent that you raise this to is the nt power. Now, there's a couple ways to do exponents. I could have clicked the script button first. I'm choosing to do it secondly. And when you click script, you can see there's an exponent. It's just that when you click it, it has a field for the base and the exponent. And what we just computed, which was the APR over n, that you want that to be the base. So if you select it and hold down the Control X button, it will cut it so that when you tap in the box and then put in Control V, you'll paste it as the base. And you can come over here to the exponent and put negative NT power. Just remember that you should scroll over and put a space and do the close bracket. So if I tap out, you'll notice how that looks just like the formula that are in the sheet. This is the way a lot of mathematicians and teachers make really crisp formulas in their documents.